Good evening, everybody. I'm out riding with my buddy Harry. He's the one following up in the rear. If he don't run over me again.
You take your chances.
There's been a few times he about killed me. That's probably the closest I've ever come to dying in my life was when you almost rear-ended me.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. You're supposed to turn on the turn signal quicker.
Well, yeah, I know. I don't turn on my turn signal quick enough, but I sure leave it on a long time.
Yep, you're a quart low of blinker fluid.
That's to make sure you don't run over me when after we done turned, you know.
Oh.
With all the power. Have you ever been off down in these roads?
No.
Now they get it pretty good down in there.
I take the side by side and I go off of 86 instead of 112.
Yeah. Yeah. You go down some of these, it's big time ledge rocks and stuff down in there.
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty easy, but if you're pretty new, it'd be a little tough, but the good part is you can always get down to those spots and turn around if you don't want to do something.
Sometimes coming out's harder than going down.
But yeah, that's the worst part. I don't mind going downhill. Some people going down bothers them, but to me, going up is worse.
Are you recording me on the backside right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't be flipping the camera off or nothing.
All right, I just wanted to make sure that my best side was forward.
Yeah, don't be standing up taking a leak on the video.
Yeah. Hell, that's one I hadn't tried.
I don't know. But if you do,
don't dare me.
It would be funny to get on video.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think you'd make it.
I don't think so either. The old 250's autopilot ain't too good.
Yeah, exactly.
Great day for a ride, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful. And look at the leaves. I mean, the difference in just a week ago.
Yeah, the dogwoods they're starting to be done.
Yeah, they don't last too long. And boy, they're sure pretty when they're out.
Yes, they are.
That lets you know where the mushrooms are.
They tell me, everybody I've ever asked how to find mushrooms, they say, well, they're in the woods.
Yeah, that's exactly. And if you ask them where they found theirs at, they don't tell you.
Well,
they just say in the woods.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like, but it's by a sycamore tree or something, you know?
Yeah. Well, I found it under that sycamore tree.
Oh, yeah.
So you drive by their property and you look out, you can see them sycamore trees. They stand out like a sore thumb.
Oh, yeah.
And then you just go look under their sycamore trees and hope you don't get shot.
I noticed on Facebook, people around here have been picking them and selling them.
Oh, they're crazy what they charge for them things.
The last I seen was $40 for 2 pounds.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I would, really. I mean, I know that's pretty good money, but I'm telling you, it's like a thing that you only get once a year.
Yeah.
And a couple pounds of mushrooms is a pretty good mess of mushrooms.
Yes, it is.
So I'd probably want to eat them. Heck, I've spent that much for a steakhouse. Well, no, that'd be $20 a pound. Well, you probably do by the time you buy the steak and everything goes with it.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Yeah, you get a 16-ounce ribeye, it's going to cost you 20 bucks. But I've never been shot at hunting mushrooms, but I have been shot at fishing in the ponds.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Was they actually shooting at you or just scaring you?
No, shooting at me.
Well?
Oh, well, probably trying to scare me. I don't know that, but I could hear the bullets hitting the trees.
Yeah.
Me and a cousin, we was snuck down off my property down at Mountain Grove, and we went off down this old lady had a pond, and I'm telling you, it was like a dream pond, you know, and I'm telling you, it was like stupid. The bass was so big, and they were so hungry, they would just nail it. You couldn't, it's one of those deals where you could cast out, and if you didn't catch that bass, there'd be another one on it before you got to the bank.
Huh.
And that old lady come flying down through there in that Ford pickup and shooting at us with a 22.
I guess you failed to get permission.
Of course. And the bad part is, we was probably, I don't know, 14, 15.
Yeah.
The bad part is, if we'd have asked her, she might have let us.
Oh, probably. Years ago, when I was about 15 or 16, there's a pond right across from where your house is now, across the road on I think it's Sparkman's place.
The Lacey's?
Yeah. Anyways, right straight across where that, where the road turns to go up the hill in front of your house.
Yeah.
And we was frog hunting there, and I caught a big old bass out of it while I was frog hunting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds like a thing like I did one time. Now, this is a hard to believe story, but I was fishing at there was a lake in Mountain Grove. It was in town. It was called Lake Lily. And we was catching frogs at moss, went out there for a long ways, so we would take the hook and just cast out on the moss with a little piece of red cloth on it.
Yeah.
And that would keep it would attract the frogs, the bullfrogs, but it would also keep your hook from getting in the moss. So I go out to cast out there, and this big old bullfrog jumps on it. I'm reeling in thinking, man, I got a nice one now, and I'm just a little bitty. I'm like 8 years old. And right before I got it to the bank, a bass come up and got the bullfrog.
Don't you wish you'd had a video of that?
I kid you not. My brother Bruce was there with me, and he's like, don't be stupid, you know. And of course, I raised the pole up, and when I did, that bass just slid off because it wasn't hooked.
Oh.
It just slid off, and the bullfrog got off.
You saved the bullfrog's life.
I couldn't believe it. That was ridiculous. It's a story like people's like, oh yeah, right, but it was a fact.
Yep, things happen.
Take a big old bass, a small or big bullfrog.
Yes, it would. Them bass will eat about anything though, except when I'm fishing.
Yeah, exactly. I fished all the time when I was a kid, and I'd go fishing with a guy. This was one of those guys that was a country boy, and this guy he was one of those. He always got the deer. He always got the mushrooms. He always, when you go fishing, you could fish right beside him using the same bait, doing the same thing, and he would catch them like crazy. He's one of those guys. And every time I go with him anywhere, he always that guy was good. He's just a natural at outdoor stuff.
I know people, when you go crappie fishing, they do the same thing.
Now look here. You've seen those trials guys, and I think you could do this too. You hop up on there and bounce on your back tire and jump from one to the other of them rocks.
Right here.
Yeah, you get your back tire, wheelie up there and stand up on the back tire, and then you jump from one rock to another on your back tire. Dang,
I wish we had more time.
Yeah, because I would video it, I promise.
Yeah, good view though.
It is a nice view out there.
Is this where Radium Holler, or is it the next one?
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard of that one.
Radium mine or something down through here.
Oh, never. There's a mine out there?
Well, I don't know where it's mine or where they just done some searching for it years and years ago.
Bunch of gold out there, and we're missing out.
Wouldn't surprise me. Guess I ought to put it in low gear before I take off.
I can't believe the guys that's told me on, I watched the guy on, he's in England, I think, but how much he says he takes off in second gear. I never take off in second gear.
I don't either.
And I told him, I messaged him, I said, I would recommend you always taking off in first gear. I mean, the 250L is just not geared low enough to do that.
No, I don't have that much low-end torque on it.
Now, I could see if you geared it way down, like them people that do the 1345 setup, but
yeah,
stock, ain't no way.
No, mine won't hardly. I mean, it'll do it, I guess, but you'd have to slip your clutch.
Yeah, it's just not good on your clutch, and it's just, why do it?
Yep.
I guess that way you don't have to worry about hitting neutral.
Well, that's true.
I done it out drag racing when I had the CR500, and I drag racing at the sand dunes, take off in second. But
that'd probably work better in the sand, wouldn't get so much spin out.
Yeah, that was 500, you know, two-stroke with a paddle tire on it.
A lot more horsepower there.
Yeah, a ton of horsepower. I watch this gravel here, it's pretty loose. It's some pretty country down here.
Yes, it is.
All through here. We take the Jeep down through here once in a while.
I take the old Toyota pickup.
You don't take the little Mazda?
No, the MX-5 kind of stays in the garage on dirt road days.
Yeah.
It's so low. We'd be dragging off the exhaust pipes and the floor pan.
You probably used to take your Jeep out.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Washboard here.
Yes, it is. Got me a little bounced up there. Right there.
Just hit them like whoops. Just hit them real fast like
Real
whoops.
fast, yeah. Just
Yeah.
hit every other one.
Skim the top of them.
Yeah, the leaves are coming on so good now. Around the corner, I can lose you.
Oh yeah, you can hear it breaking up a little bit.
No, well, yeah, just a little bit, but just visual.
Oh, visual. Okay.
Yeah.
I say I haven't heard you break up any yet.
No, the leaves are coming on now. You can get just around the corner a little ways and you can't see.
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah.
I figured you was back there burning the brake pads off that thing, trying to keep from running over me.
No, I was using some brakes though. Old gravel's loose in a few spots.
Yeah, it is. That's where a real aggressive tire does great.
Keeping it planted.
Yeah, those Motos tractionators I had on my last one. Shoot, it was unreal how good they was on this gravel. That gravel gets deep enough, it doesn't matter what you got. It's not going to hit the hard pack, so it's not really going to work.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but my tires are finally starting to show wear.
It's about time. You need to catch up with me. It'd be nice when I actually have better tires than you.
You probably have to replace yours. You ride yours more than I do going to work.
Well, I'm talking about when I get the 300. That's the first thing we're going to do is compare the tires.
Oh, well, yeah, you'll beat me there for sure. I'll be glad when you get that 300. It'll just be a load off my mind worrying about it. You're right. You're worse than I was last year at this time when I was waiting on this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't even find one of these 250s last spring.
Well, that guy in Thailand's more worried about it than I am. He messaged me quite a bit and was like, "Did you get it yet?" And I'm like, "Well, I think you would know. You're the one that shipped them.
Yeah.
They come from your building where you work."
That's kind of wild, isn't it?
Yeah. He's the one that told me. He said they're on the port.
Yep, they're there. They just can't.
Yep.
The Teamsters may be on strike. Who knows?
That's like some stuff that he sent me. It's the same way. It's on the port down there. He sent some other parts. Can't go mentioning everything yet.
Yeah, you kind of clued me in on some of it. It takes a lot. Once you get one thing, it just 2 or 3 more things you got to add to it.
Yeah.
There's no stopping.
But I've been a lot or minimal on this as far as, I got the skid plate, and that's the main thing is like a skid plate and a seat. Did you get your seat?
Heck no, they still on back order or whatever they want to call it.
I just now thought about that.
They've had my money for a month.
Yeah, or more.
They said 30 to 45 days, so I guess they're going to they're going to be good to their word.
That's so ridiculous.
I'd like to get it, especially right about now.
Exactly. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know there was that much difference until we traded bikes that day.
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
Yeah, it is.
I never noticed the difference. I mean, even when I swapped from my stock one here to this one, I noticed a big difference. But then after I'd rode this so long with this seat on there, and I got on yours that day, I was like, I'm serious. Yep. I was like, it just felt like I was on a 2x6.
Yep. About 70 miles, 60 to 70 miles on this thing, and you're kind of wanting to take a rest break.
Yeah.
The seat's not very comfortable.
But gets tired. Man, you can't beat rides like this. This is beautiful.
Ain't no cars. I ain't seen even anybody down in here that's getting off of work or anything. Going home.
Yeah, nobody. I usually don't meet too many. Everybody loves them paved roads.
Oh, yeah. I was surprised how many we seen when we was riding Haley Holler that one day.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of traffic coming through that.
Yeah, they're trying to get to their meth labs.
Maybe.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Uh-oh, what we got here? Paved road. This wasn't always paved.
No. Good. It's better than most of them we got at home.
So which one of the from here comes out at Eagle Rock? They're at Eagle Rock. Just stay on it straight?
I think stay on it straight when it comes out right there on the big hill.
Yeah, right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
I don't know, but I don't.
I think it's that way.
Okay.
Because that's the sign. There used to be a sign there, I think.
I'm ready.
It's right there. It's right there. It says Eagle Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. So I think it's this way. Thank y'all for watching. Click the thumbs up, subscribe. Catch y'all in part 2. Right on. Oh, here it is.
Yep. You was right again.
I can't believe it.